Now, what a year 2025 has been for British sport, and in partnership with the Sports Journalists Association, we're recognising those who have achieved the highest of heights in their sport. We are joined by SJA President Darren Lewis, and we've also got a very special guest alongside him in the form of Six Nations and World Cup winner Rosie Galligan, joining us on set for the Outstanding Sporting Performance Award. Darren, I'm going to hand over to you because just first of all, tell us about this award. This remarkable woman beside you and the remarkable year that the Red Roses have had.
Yeah, this award, Joe, celebrates the outstanding performance of the year by a British athlete or team. And the year 2025, as you know, has been an incredible year for English rugby in the women's game. The Red Roses can lay claim to being one of the world's most dominant sports team. Their Rugby World Cup win at Twickenham, in a transformative moment for the sport, took their unbeaten run to 33 matches, having won the Six Nations once again in the ring. In the spring, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, Rosie, when you hear all of that, Six Nations, Rugby World Cup champion, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's been a pretty surreal year in all honesty, and I think sometimes you realise how special it's been, and then sometimes you still don't realise what you've kind of achieved. And I think for us it was all about making sure that we inspired that next generation and inspired the nation, and alongside the Lionesses and the cricket as well, like, we're really hoping that people have seen how special women's sport is and how much more we've got to give.
Yeah, I mean, you alluded to it there, silverware, this dominant run. Has it sunk in just how special this achievement has been?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're very much back to club now. I'm back with with my Saracens head on, but to be able to say that I'm now a world champion is something that I will never forget. The day walking into Twickenham, 60,000 people coming out to make sure that they celebrated us coming off the bus, and then 82,000 in the bowl itself. Like, that was such a special day. And then that sigh of relief when we finally won it, we went and made better than we did those 3 years before. And yeah, just to be able to celebrate with my teammates and say that we're all world champions together is so special.
What do you think the secret to the success has been? And I just wonder if that unbeaten streak has something to do with it, because it must give you that confidence every single time you step onto the pitch.
Yeah, for sure. I think for us it's all about that culture, having that foundation of making sure that we all know each other, that we'll do anything for each other when we go onto that battlefield, and making those memories off the pitch. Our head coach John Mitchell, he was massive on making sure that that was our foundation, and then the rest came with it. The performances came from that real solid platform. So yeah, that for us is probably our little tip to success, and I think that's what we didn't have in 2022, and that's what we went and made better this year.
Yeah, and of course we saw what the 2022 Euros final did for women's football. You have already touched on it, but are you hoping that this 2025 World Cup win can inspire the next generation of women's rugby players?
Yeah, massively for us. Like, we had the motto of "for the girls." It wasn't just for the girls in the changing room that day, it was for the pioneers of the game that created the first World Cup. It's for the girls of the future, but also for the family, for the little boys out there, for the dads that were coming along as well. It was for everyone, and to be able to now go to schools, go to rugby clubs and show that I'm just Rosie Galligan, the little girl from Westmoreland Village. It's just amazing to be able to show that you can be whoever you want to be, and you can go on and achieve so much success.
Yeah, and I mean, from a personal perspective, I live in Twickenham. I'm not Scottish. I am Scottish, I'm not English. I've got a little 5-year-old girl, and honestly, I absolutely loved that day, and I loved the fact that she was there beside me, and I could explain to her what was going on. And she's got such amazing role models like yourself. How does that make you feel to be a role model?
It's a really interesting one, because you always have that imposter syndrome of why me? Why am I looked up to? But actually, like, thinking about the journey that I've been on, from getting my first cap in 2019 to contracting meningitis to then breaking my ankle, having a few injuries in between, but all of those highs and massive accolades as well. Like, I've been able to show that you can just be yourself, you can work hard, and you can go on and achieve your dreams. So hopefully little girls like your daughter will see that as well, and think that she can go and do anything she wants.
Yeah, and obviously 2025, a year to remember. Have you had a chance to even start thinking about the years ahead? What is next? What can you achieve? What can this team achieve?
I think as athletes, we always want that next goal. We always want to know what we're going to go and achieve next. But it's been about embracing this win. It was years in the making. So actually making sure that we take on that moment and enjoy all of the highs that we've had from it. But for me, it's about being back at Saracens. Got my Saracens head on. Want to go and win that Premiership. And then you've got the Lions in 2027 and World Cup in 2029. So there's a lot of things to be thinking about. But for now, it's about Saracens and making sure we have a good run into Christmas.
Yeah, and you spoke a little bit there about the kind of things you've been through on a personal level. Does that make this success even more sweeter, even more special?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you look through your photos over the years and you see the real lows versus the real highs, those lows are the moments where you know that you've really learnt about yourself, that mental toughness and the resilience to come back from a year out with an ankle injury. Just little moments like that, that makes it all worthwhile when you're then winning and lifting up a trophy.
Yeah, and of course, not just on the field achievements, you're now also an honorary Doctor of Sport for St Mary's University. How proud are you of the team's achievements and your achievements as a whole?
Yeah, massively. When I saw that email, I was like, oh, this is rather special, isn't it? But no, just to be recognised for my contribution to sport is massive. And like I've said before, like it's just about making sure that I keep being that role model to people and showing that you can just be yourself and go and achieve these things. But for me, getting that doctorate was a real special moment for my family and for myself.
Yeah, and I mean, how do you juggle it all? This is what I'm standing here wondering.
It is definitely a juggling act. I think that's what's quite hard in the women's game at the minute. We still don't have, not everyone's professional. So going back to Saracens, we're now training from 4:30 in the afternoon till 9:30 at night. And so for us, it's about keeping to strive, pushing the game forward so that we can become those fully professional athletes that we all want to be. We want to be training in the day and then being able to live normal lives in the evenings with family and going out and seeing friends outside of rugby. But we don't have that at the minute. So for us, it's about keeping pushing the game however we can on socials, by the way we play. Like, we want to make it entertainment for fans at the end of the day. So if we can keep pushing ourselves, both on and off the pitch, then hopefully we can achieve more as we go on.
Well, Rosie, honestly, I'm standing here, an inspiration to me. You're an inspiration to my little girl, as I mentioned. And Darren. Yeah, I mean, congratulations on this award as
Absolutely.
well. Thank you so much.
Delighted to hand
Thank
it
you
over.
very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.